This is drunk sexual harassment. This girl's drunk. I just met her. Help me, somebody. Girl's drunk. Just met her.
No, almost 3 years.
Almost 3 hours? Girl's drunk. Okay, take that back.
How many?
3 years. No, 3 years, 10 and a half months. No, where? I met some drunk woman in the train
Shut
station.
up!
And she's giving me her stuff.
Stop!
I'm filming. You're not supposed to. I cannot wait till she sees this. Go run and play. I am. She said I need to be ashamed of myself.
Why?
I don't know. Just be yourself. Girl, come on. You gotta be happy. Because she's jealous because I'm black and you're white. That's all. God damn it. All right, we'll come back if she gets her. We'll come back if she gets her energy back. All right.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philosophical here. Just got out of the shower, and I brought the camera in here with me because I thought that as soon as I think of a good idea, I'm just going to make the video. Because the clip you guys just watched, I watched it in the morning. You know, when I have a lot of things, because it's still the morning now, I watched it like maybe half hour ago. But when it's when I go through something in my life, you know, it starts making me think. The first thing I do is watch my old videos to better understand myself. Like, it helps me to understand myself watching my old videos from like 6 to 7 years, like anywhere from like 4 to 7, 8, 10 years back. You know, I watch them to better understand myself, because sometimes I don't understand myself too much, but at the end of the day, I come to an understanding. But even though myself in Russia is very different than in America, but it still gives me some hints and clues. But what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about how my ex-girlfriend, my first girlfriend, the girl in that video clip was my first girlfriend ever. Let me give some background really fast before I get to the video. That was my first girlfriend ever. Like, ever. She was my first everything, right? So, she meant a lot to me. Like, I was 20 years old when I met her. She was 18. And when I met her, I never thought that she would be with me. Never, ever, ever. Never thought she would be with me. Like, not a day in my life. Never thought it, right? And so, when I started dating her, I was shocked. I was beyond shocked. It was like ecstasy almost. I will never have that feeling again. Because, you know, it's the first one. I'll never have that feeling again. And I remember the day I met her, I had a dream that we were together. You know, I was dreaming that we were together, and the next day we started going out. So, you know, I always thought like she didn't really like me, she was just being nice, because I was completely into her from head to toe. I was completely into her style, her body, her face, her eyes, everything. I was completely into this girl. I can't explain how much into her I was. Everything with her was just real good. Everything, you know, so I was really happy with her. But now this video, we're out having a good night, and sometimes, you know, she's a very energetic girl. She acts crazy. You know, she looks a little goth in the video clip a little bit. Well, I was goth at that time, and she used to dress a little goth as well. She used to skateboard and stuff. So, you know, we were like crazy youngsters, basically. And so, as you see what happened, she was dancing. I think that's like 34th Street. It's like this long hallway on, I believe, 34th Street. When you go from the F train side and you walk to the N train side, there's like this tunnel. Or it could even be from the 7 train as well. So it's like you go through the F side, you go to the 7 side, then you end up in Times Square, which is, not Times Square, but, is it Times Square? Oh shit, it might be, it could be the tunnel leading to Times Square or the tunnel leading to Harold Square, one of the two. And so, She was just dancing and stuff. And as you see, as she walks past these two black girls who don't move out of the way, who don't try to be normal and fucking just move over a little like everyone else does, they just walk past her, which, and you can look at the clip if you think I'm making this up, who just push past her, then throw a comment at me. Now I can imagine they probably threw a comment at her too. I just didn't get it. Not saying it is. I just didn't get it. But they probably threw a comment at her. But her English was good at the time. She just wasn't perfect at it, and she usually couldn't understand when black people talk. She usually didn't understand it, but she understood me. That's one thing she loved about me, was that she understood me. She was able to talk to me. A lot of her family didn't have that great knowledge of English because they're Ukrainian, and a lot of them just got here at that time, so they didn't know it that well. But she understood me. So as I was watching this video this morning, I did not expect, I mean, I forgot about this. I forgot I had that on camera. That shit was so normal, I forgot I had it on camera. I absolutely forgot I had that shit on camera. And when I heard the black girl say, "You should be ashamed of yourself," I wasn't shocked, I wasn't surprised. But the only difference now, from when I watched it a long time ago, was now I'm a YouTuber. Now I'm going to show the world. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. My first girlfriend, Vera, very similar to the other girlfriend I made a video about, the one girlfriend, only one girlfriend I've had in Russia, similar situations. This girl has shown the insecurities of black women time and time and time again. This is a 4-minute clip almost, and within 4 minutes we got a black girl saying something on camera. Imagine how much shit I heard off camera. She said this on camera. Imagine the shit I heard off camera. And I remember it. I remember it, every single one of it. It was a lot of crap people would talk. Now I ain't gonna front. First of all, let me get this out of the way. I'm not gonna say all black women are insecure. All the people who say not all is not all, you're a fucking idiot. No one's saying all. When someone generalizes, they're basically saying too many. So they can say something like, black people are good at basketball. Not all black people are good at fucking basketball, idiot. No one argues with that. But what that person is saying is generally black people are better in basketball than white people. Whereas the evidence, the NBA. And everyone knows that. But soon as something bad, it's, oh, not all. When I'm generalizing, or anyone else is generalizing, they're not speaking about all. They're basically saying too many or more than expected. So the fact that black people are 15% of the population, but we're all over the NBA, that's much more than expected. Or much more that should be according to the math. So they're going to say black people are good at basketball. This is common sense, not part of that all black women shit. And this is going to be one of those videos that test how black people can speak using their minds. Because one thing about black people that I've heard so much that I got to agree with 90% of the time is that black people cannot react with logic. They have to react with emotion. So soon they don't hear something, they go crazy. They get oversensitive. It's like they can't react with logic. So if you're one of those people, I would love if you just react on emotion. I'm tired of reading these stupid messages from black people. Yo, nigga, you and Uncle Tom, with no fucking logic or no evidence behind what you're thinking. Just a bunch of insults. Like, those black people fucking piss me off. I would expect that from white people. You know, I don't give a shit if they don't like my videos or not. But the black people I try to speak to who talk like that, that shit is so aggravating. And my hairline is fucked up. So time and time again, she's managed to show it. Now, she was a skinny white girl with a nice butt. She had a really nice figure, and she was small. So a lot of times, you know, a lot of girls, when we were together, especially when she was like a tight dress or something, a lot of times when we were together, we got a lot of looks, a lot of stares. And the majority of the stares were from, I would say, older white men, but mostly young black women. And no, actually, young and mature black women. The vast majority of them came from mature or young black women. Now, where did the compliments come from? Where do you think most of the compliments came from when I was with this girl? And actually, almost all the girls I was with. Where do you think the compliments came from? They were always from the black men. The black men were always supportive. We walk past, they're like, yo, that's what's up, my dude, that's you, that's what's up. No matter, even if they say it in an ignorant way, they were very supportive. But a lot of black women are just very fucking insecure. And you know what? I think part of that insecurity comes from black women, a lot of black women not being satisfied with their looks. And a lot of them see white women as like devils after money or some shit, because Like, there's even some black girls who's claim, how can he date a white girl? All the stuff we've been through since slavery, blah, blah, blah. You've never been a slave. You've never been a slave. That shit's over. That shit is over. That has nothing to do with who I want to be with and who I want to be next to. If you're still on that, you're that insecure to try to use slavery to make somebody want you, that's fucking ridiculous. The insecurity is just pissing me off. You know, and I think it all starts with the hair. I think a lot of it is the hair. A lot of the insecurity with black women starts from the top to the bottom. It starts with that hair. Because, you know, especially if you're a black girl who goes to a school with all these other different kinds of girls, and you see all the kind of natural hair they got, I can understand why you may feel you got a raw deal. No, I can understand. So it kind of makes some people it makes some black women be a little envious of women who are natural and have the hair they naturally want. Or something similar to it. And I mean, I can understand that. That's just basic. If I went to a school and there are a bunch of tall guys and I'm so short and everyone's usually into the tall guys, they're the popular ones, they're the ones the famous people try to look like, I'd be mad too. I'd be a little hating on tall people too. If I couldn't get what I want because all the tall people got it, I'd be a little mad too. But fortunately that's not the case for me. But a lot of these black women hate on white women, especially when they have a booty, especially when they have a nice body. They just want to make me feel bad. Because when they see me with this white girl, a good-looking white girl with a booty, they think, oh, he all that. He got this white girl, he think he all that. So they love to try to bring me down a notch. When my ex-wife, we got yelled at the train station. I don't get this lady, look at this black nigga with some white blonde bitch. She just screams it. Just screams it. This isn't the projects though, but just screams it. It was always a black woman who had to verbalize it. Now, of course, a lot of older white men grilled us. I don't remember any white men saying anything. But of course they would grill sometimes. But it was always kind of white men, but always black women. It was always black women, man. And she ruined the mood of my ex-girlfriend. As you see, my ex-girlfriend's having so much fun being free. It's America. Welcome to America. And it's a black woman to just ruin it. Just ruin it. You know, I don't know what to say, man. It's just, I remember that. I remember all of that stuff. I remember all these situations where black women just pissed me off because I was with a white girl. And it's just getting old. Hopefully it's ending now. I haven't been in America in a while with a white girl walking around other black girls, but hopefully it's ending now. This was years ago. But hopefully, oh, and another thing. I know we also that video in Harlem in the barbershop. And I'm going to reiterate on something I spoke about before. Now, I know you guys remember I said I didn't like that video where they had the white girl with the black guy in the barbershop. Now, I'm going to tell you how. No, I'm going to tell you one. I'm going to tell you facts, and I'm going to give you my opinion. These facts you cannot argue with. Because if you argue with these facts, you're an idiot. Fact number one. That TV show, What Would You Do? That episode and all other episodes, it's edited. It is edited footage. What do I mean by edited? I mean, it's not raw. They take some things out. They change angles, so you're not seeing everything. It is edited footage, people. Fact. It is edited footage. They don't even hide it. They use different angles. They're showing that it's edited footage. Fact. That's one. Two, in my opinion, because this is how the media works of all types, they show you what they want you to see. They show you what they want you to see. So whenever a black woman did say something like, you know, fuck that girl, he should be ashamed of himself, anything like that, they're not going to show you. You're starting to not be allowed to show these things, like a black person being really racist or stuff, or, I mean, you can show it once in a while, but let's say the vast majority of people black women were saying bad things about that white girl, they're going to edit out the vast majority of those. Because if they release that episode, what are they going to look like? They're going to look racist. So I'm not saying the vast majority of black women had a problem with the white girl, with the interracial couple, but I guarantee you there were some girls who had problems with it and they edited it out. They're liberals, they're trying to show you something. We're all the same, white people are a little evil, but we're all the same. We're not all the fucking same. We're not all the fucking same. Some people have more of a problem with some things than others. And I guarantee you, if you do the science, you do an actual study, and you don't fucking edit shit out, you will see that there are a lot more black women who have a problem with interracial relationships than black men. That is just fact. That I will take that as a fact. There's a lot more black women who have a problem with it because it's easier for black men to go outside than black women. Because black men are sort much more than black women. I've been to many countries where there's mostly white people. It's extremely rare that people look at black women as a symbol of beauty. It's fucking rare as shit. And I'm just being real. Even here in Lepus, where it's dangerous, there's not many black people. All the black women here are prostitutes. That's it. Cheap prostitutes. And I'm being real. Anyone who's been to Lepus know what I'm talking about. And the black men, of course the men really don't like it, but as usual the girls are absolutely fine with it. The vast majority of girls are fine with it, and a small amount of them really, really love it. You know, because it's exotic. I mean, it also depends on where you're from. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even though some girls are into black guys, they kinda, it's similar to like in America, they don't like the whole extremely dark-skinned black guy thing. Like a lot of them feel like, oh, you know, he's too dark or whatever. He's just, they're like, I'm not the ace. It's just, he's so dark, you know. It's just, it's like there's a certain complexion that's too much even for most Russian girls who are into black guys. But as the complexion goes down a little bit, it's okay. So like darker than me is good. Darker than me is fine. But once you start getting that like purple black or something, a lot of girls are like, oh, you know, I like black guys, but that's too dark. I do hear that. You know what I mean? And that's really it, man. I'm just saying, a lot of black women have insecurities. I'm not sure why it's so, but I gave my reasons. I think it all starts with the hair. When they grow up in schools and they see all these different girls with other hair, you know, they kind of hate on it. Their mothers have attitudes, and their mother makes them feel bad about their hair when they cut their hair and say, you need to get a perm, your nappy ass hair. You need a perm with your nappy ass hair. Hitting them with the comb when they fidget, when they're trying to do the hair, and the black little girl feels bad when she sees her mother with a long flowing weave, and she got I don't know, maybe just a little bushy bunny rabbit ponytail in the back, and it makes her feel bad about herself. The only one who cares to tell the little girl that she's beautiful is the father. If he's around, he would say, your hair is beautiful, don't worry about it, if he's there. So it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's it. I'm out. Later.